Are you a retter? I told you, I am mercy. Some people from Gamala, who are going towards their hometown, say, he is the Rabbi of Galilee. He who gives orders to diseases, to the winds, waters, and demons. Who changes stones into bread, and whom nothing can resist. Let us run to town to tell the people, so that sick people may come, and we may hear his words. We belong to Israel too. And some of them run away. Some gather round the master. The supervisor mentioned previously asks, is it true what they are saying about you? Yes, it is. Work a miracle, and I will believe. You do not ask for miracles to believe. You ask faith to believe, and thus obtain a miracle. Faith and pity for your neighbour. I'm a heathen. That is not a valid reason. You live in Israel, which gives you money. Because I work. No, because you make people work. I know how to make people work. Yes, mercilessly. But have you never considered that if instead of being a Roman, you were a Jew, you might have been in the place of one of these men? Of course, but I'm not, through the protection of the gods. Your vain idols could not protect you if the true God wanted to strike you. You are not dead yet, so be merciful in order to receive mercy. The man would like to retort and discuss, but he shrugs his shoulders disdainfully, and turning his back, he goes away and strikes a man who had stopped working with his pick in a hard rocky layer. Jesus looks at the unhappy fellow who has been struck, and he looks at the striker as well. Two glances of the same and yet different pity. And they are so deeply sad that they remind me of certain glances of Christ during his passion. But what can he do? As he has no power to interfere, he resumes his way, with the burden of the misfortunes just seen lying heavy on his heart. But some citizens, certainly notables, run down from Gamala, and they reach Jesus, before whom they bow deeply, inviting him to enter their town and speak to the people, who are coming in flocks of their own accord. You can go wherever you wish. They, and Jesus points at the workers, cannot. It is now cool, and we are protected here from the sun. Let us go towards those poor wretches, so that they may hear the word of life as well, replies Jesus. And he sets out first, retracing his steps and taking an uneven path which leads down the mountain, where it is more painful to work. He then addresses the notables, saying, "If it is in your power to do so, order the works to be stopped." We certainly can. We are the ones who pay. And if we pay some hours for nothing, no one can complain, reply the men from Gamala. And they go to speak to the supervisors, and a few moments later, I see the latter shrug their shoulders, as if to say, "If you are happy, why should we worry? They then whistle to the gangs, a signal which obviously means rest. Jesus, in the meantime, has spoken to other people from Gamala, and I see them nod assent and walk away fast back to town. The workers hurry around the supervisors, looking frightened. "Stop working. Your noise is annoying the philosopher," orders one of them, probably the head of them all. The workmen look with tired eyes at the one pointed out as the philosopher, who is giving them the gift of a rest. And the philosopher, looking at them pitifully, replies to their glances and to the words of the supervisor, saying, "Their noise does not annoy me, but their misery grieves me. Come, my children, rest your bodies, and even more your hearts, near the Christ of God."